I had one of the younger guys that I work with the other day going to ask me actually a really good question. Why don't Harleys have radiators? Well, Harley-Davidsons in this case. And that, I thought, after I'd, let them know my quick little antidotes that I always go and give people or anything like that, I thought it was a really good question. A lot of the newer bikes that they do have, even the later model twin cams from like 2017, 2016, I think it was 2014, when they first started going and putting radiators on the sides of the fairings and things would be right here, but they were hidden inside of the leg fairings to where you didn't really see them because they were really upset that people were going to go and think that Harley gave up putting radiators on their bikes. Or I should say they gave up by putting radiators on their bikes. But yeah, long story short, they don't need them. They're pretty simple, and they've got a lot of air fins, and being that it's a V-twin, got divorced engine cases. There's a lot of things going on that where you would not have a lot of room for coolant. And in this case, the fellow that was asking me about it, the way that he was referring to motorcycles having coolant would be like, having a coolant jacket that goes down the cylinders instead of having air fins. And to have a coolant jacket on this V-twin would make the cylinders bigger. It'd be a lot more to have to try and get done as far as real estate with the cooling system on the front of the bike. And they've always been air cooled. They're VR1000 maybe, or maybe an 1125R from Buell. Those were water cooled and they had water jackets. But the newer ones, even now, they have like a superficial sort of cooling system that goes through the exhaust valve, and it doesn't really have a water jacket in it. The center cooled models share like a radiator and a oil cooler kind of all in one, and it's not bad. I don't want to say superficial like it's bad, but there is a cooling system on it. It's just not a cooling system in the sense of like what people would go and think in an automotive style application, to where like, there's no coolant jacket. Like I was saying, there's none of that. It just doesn't happen. That V-twin silhouette that you get out of the bike is not going to get changed. They're not going to get rid of that. And if you put a coolant jacket on it, it's probably going to go and change the way the V looks, and it's probably going to make things a lot different. So I don't really necessarily, it ain't hurting my feelings that they don't have coolant jackets on there, but a lot of these older ones, no, nobody cared. It was kind of a pride thing.